Hey, it's Jay from Sludge Central. I wanted to talk about this phase that we're in. So it's post-Halloween, pre-Thanksgiving, but it's Christmas time somehow. So Christmas kind of takes over immediately, and that shows. But as you're driving around, I'm driving a lot. So I'm commuting home from work, and I'm looking around at all the houses and all the leaves on the ground, and I'm still seeing a ton of Halloween decorations, which really makes me happy. I mean, that's the best when you're driving by and you're seeing a house that has the 12-foot skeleton, but then right near it, it's all duked out with Santa Claus and Christmas lights. It's fantastic. So while everyone's getting prepped for the holidays, there's a store that you can go to brought to you by Spirit Halloween, and that is Spirit Christmas. So you'd think doing Spirit Halloween but Christmas style would be a win-win situation, because you've got these people like me who are into Halloween, and then you're sucking them into a Christmas store. Not that I don't like Christmas, but number one is Halloween all the time. So if I can go into a Christmas store that has a lot of horror type stuff, then I'm into it. But as I found out going into Spirit Christmas for the first time, it really wasn't the case. Interesting to note for me is that the nearest Spirit Christmas is inside of my childhood Toys R Us. It's kind of cool that Spirit Halloween and Spirit Christmas have been in that same spot. So as I walk through the door, I get that feeling of going into my childhood Toys R Us. Even though it's been since, refurbished many times, it's still the same exact spot that I bought tons of the most famous toys of all time and video games. So my initial thought was that Spirit Christmas would be basically horror stuff, but mixed with Christmas somehow. So, maybe a character like Chucky with a Santa hat on, whatever. And it really didn't turn out to be the case. It was more questionable to me that I was walking around the store kind of thinking to myself, I'm not by any means a person who doesn't laugh at dirty jokes, especially sexual innuendos or anything like that. But not that anything is too outrageous, but very blatant. The first thing I saw was a sweater that says, I like to go down, and it's Santa coming down the chimney. And stop staring at my package. Okay, it's a Christmas joke. I get it. It's just so blatant. Santa's favorite hoe. This bitch loves Christmas. I can't even say it without laughing because it's so ridiculous when you think of the fact that it's basically Elmer's glued onto these insane Christmas sweaters that look like they were made at a craft day at the local library. These things are so ridiculous. It's like they have garland on them and things are pasted on. I wouldn't recommend wearing these to your company Christmas party, if you catch my drift. People have ugly Christmas sweater parties, but I don't even know if you'd want to wear these to the party. If you do, great. That's awesome. But it's clear to me that Spirit Christmas, I think that they put these together, the schlockiest sweaters I've ever seen known to man. They're aimed at people like me who are going to talk about them on their YouTube channel. Of course, one of the highlights I can't not talk about it is the Hooters apparel. And they have two sweaters, I'm assuming officially licensed by Hooters. Can't forget the Hooters apparel that they're selling. Who doesn't love them? They've got actual beer koozies glued on to the sweaters. Even the Christmas cards were inappropriate. I think the coolest thing they had was the Misfits wrapping paper. There was also, as I'm walking around, I'm thinking, where is the horror stuff? And there were some horror items. I think one of the coolest ones was the horror-namentals. Is that it? Horror-ornamentals. Horror-ornamentals. So they want you to say it like ornament, right? Horror-ornamental. Horror-ornamental. It's a Krampus statue. Has a really badass look. I like this Krampus look. And that's the type of thing that you expect and you want when you go to a place called Spirit Christmas. You're associating it with Spirit Halloween. You want some scary shit. You want something that's going to scare the little kids that run around during the holidays. That way they say, oh man, remember that scary statue that we used to have? Let's go find that. And then you got to go scour eBay because the one guy still kept it. Thanks to that guy. That statue's the thing that you want from this place. When you think about it, a place that sells pee-perfect urinal shots and porta-potty shot glasses, you got to wonder, like, how does this relate to Spirit Christmas? Is this for your Christmas party? Is that what they're trying to say? We're going to be at your dirty Christmas party with people who like to drink alcohol out of urinals? I just don't get it. Like, somebody was at a bar with their buddies late at night, taking a whiz, hand up against the wall, having that moment, that epiphany Amber Thiessen, thinking to themselves, I just thought of a great idea. What if we could drink out of this urinal? Like, it's real tiny and we could drink out of it. Let's go get some more Jack Daniels. That's what they're thinking. Are they geniuses? That's for you to tell me, because I am stumped. The fact that somebody could come up with an idea about drinking liquor and drinking shots out of a urinal. Like, urinals there's nothing good about urinals. So why do you want to drink out of it? Nor a porta potty. A porta potty is 10 times worse and disgusting. I mean, it's great at a concert, you got to go, but holy moly. Just the thought of it, what's going on in that hole. You don't even want to think about it. You don't want to recollect anything about that experience. You just try to erase it from your mind. You just do your business and GTFO. But my first thought about these urinal shots and porta potty shot glasses, that's a typical thing you would see way at the end of the Atlantic City boardwalk. Not what you'd expect from Spirit Christmas. I was expecting a little bit more. Horror ornamentals. Horror-namentals doesn't sound great. Horror-ornamentals. You got to sound it out. It sounds better. That was my trip to Spirit Christmas. For TV, I was watching Cobra Kai and then stunned to see that there's more to come. I think the idea was that this was going to wrap everything up, but now there's more to come. So I can't say I'm not happy. I'm very excited about that, but it left you at that big cliffhanger. What an amazing final episode there. Left you hanging. So if you watch that show, you know how epic it was. Great job from Cobra Kai. I'm also very excited for WWE programming because we've got the Survivor Series coming up. And then next month is Saturday night's main event. They are returning after such a long time. I mean, they could literally do anything they want that night. It could be an abysmal show, but just the fact that they're doing it, I'm happy about that, and getting Jesse the Body back. So this is going to kick a lot of ass, and I'm very excited for that. Also coming up soon on the Purple Stuff podcast, we've got our annual Thanksgiving Day parade and all the associated stuffing that comes with it. So check that out. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me here at Sludge Central. I am Jay, signing off.